welcome to day 60 of the Vera Series, and still no level increase. I still believe that's happening in 2.3, but starting out, you want to go to your artificial island, and then you want to go back to building and hit claim, because remember, you can only hold these resources for 24 hours. On top of that, don't wait till the last day to clear your enemies, because they responded today. And of course, we have the exchange door. You want to make sure you buy your weekly items. Next, you want to do your Mia's Kitchen, and you want to knock out your 4 bounties for the day, and I'm going to go with the Sparrow. So for today, we got access to Bracer's Chest and a Zero Matrix, and we can do the in-game. So these are some okay dungeons, but I wouldn't really use any vitality solutions on them. Then we have Interstellar Exploration, and you want to check Vera as well as check a Sparrow so that way you can get all of your Stargates. And how you can tell if you have a level 3 Stargate is if this weapon battery category has a number 3, it's a level 3 Stargate, but if it has a number 2, it's a level 2 Stargate. But if you don't have any level 3s or level 2 Stargates, you could always do Dimensional Trials. And if you need money, you could always do space-time domains. But if you're pressed for time, you could always make Omnium Beacons. Which brings us to our optionals, and that's giving gifts to your 1.0 characters, and the best way to do that is to go to the black market and talk to Hopkins, see this island and do the claw machine, and do your 2 trainings for the day. But what is not optional is doing your 8 fun zones and knocking out your 6 Greyspace fissures. But the thing that will give you the best reward is doing your Twilight zone. But you do have an 8-hour time limit, so you could wait on this. And with it being a new week, that means we have another 7 Clare stream machines. So you want to go around and attack monsters, open up boxes, password chests, even get some machine parts. So let me know down in the comments what you guys got for this week. And then we have racing. If you can, try to do a little bit of racing so that way you can make it in the top 100 and get that 400 mirror at the end of the month. But try not to wait till the last day to do your security force missions so you can get those old Vera coins and Mira. And then we have appointed research. You want to make sure that your energy does not cap because you can only hold a grand total of 20 and you get 5 free energy a day. And currently I'm working on trying to just knock out all of the appointed researches because it does give you a lot of free resources. So right now I'm on biological activity, so I should be able to knock out this whole phase and start working on the A phase, because this is also a great way to get Mira and old Vera coins, as well as some nice relics. But if you enjoy these daily guides, I would greatly appreciate a like so that way they can spread more on YouTube. Then we have our events, and you want to make sure you log in enough time so that way you can get your supply run. And then we have the New Year Garden Party. You want to go ahead and do that Fall Guys event so that way you can get your points so you can get those great items from the store. Or you could wait a couple days for the Break from Destiny event, which is the co-op mode. So if you probably want to do something with your friends, that might be fun as well. Which brings us to the weekly tab. Now again, I recommend that you save your type 3 keys at least until 2.3 because the bosses should be getting some updated loot tables. And if you can make it all the way to 2.4, we're going to be getting some very strong matrices sets, which are going to be very helpful for my free-to-plays. Which brings us to our challenges. Now, if you're trying to do something like the Bygone Phantasm or Frontier Clash, you might want to use your Mia's Kitchen so that way you can power yourself up. But starting with the Bygone Phantasm. So it looks like someone was able to beat my score at the last minute. I decided to go to bed early because I've been doing a lot of exploring lately, and I got a little tired. But second place is not bad. But this week, I might be able to pull out first, or at least get that second. We got a guy who's on floor 430, but I think my account's strong enough and I might be able to make it up there. But starting out, you want to take a look at this weapon bonus. If you have a good weapon bonus, then you might want to do this sneak to next level. If your CS is high enough, you're going to be able to jump up 11 levels as long as you can beat that floor. But the biggest thing that will determine your rank is Sequential Phantasm. If you can get a high score here, most likely you're going to get the top score for the week. Frontier Clash, and this week it's physical resist, so if you got that Lyra team, unfortunately, hopefully you got some friends that can carry you or you have a different team. Void Rift, we got another attempt today, so you want to go ahead and knock that out so that we can get that matrices. Void Abyss, if you haven't done this yet, you want to make sure you do so that we can get those micro reactors. Wormhole, today is the last day to go ahead and complete this so that we can get that extra energy crystal dust. And you do Battle Test Area on Heroic so that way you get the best rewards for the week. The Critical Abyss, now remember, this is optional content, but you can use these to go ahead and buy clusters. Break from Destiny, you want to make sure you do this at least one time so you get those 250 dark crystals. Apex League, if you're trying to reach Grand Marshal, you might want to put a couple hours in each day. Then we got our daily buys, so you want to go to Shop, Hot, and then buy your 2 Vitality Solutions. But for me, I still have 94, so I'm just going to pass. But especially if you can afford it, I recommend that you buy your booster modules and your advancement modules for the week. Which brings us to the Commissary, starting with the Crystal Dust store. So you want to buy your booster modules, your advancement modules, and your Vera special gifts for the week. But when it comes to your potent Omnium Crystal, I recommend that you pass fast because you should have enough to reach an 8.3, even 8.4 suppressor through exploration alone. But what you can do with your golden crystal dust is buy a good pair of boots. If you have a good pair of boots, then you can buy hand guards, and if you have a good pair of hand guards, then you can buy whatever else you want. Space time store, you want to buy your booster modules, your advanced modules, and your data repeater for the week. Crew store, now the only thing you want to spend your points on are relics, and the relics that I recommend are space time rift, unless you have a level 3, are omnium shield. But if you have both of those maxed out, you might want to consider getting a drone to a level 3. Support store, you want to buy your joint supply chips, your space time crystal dust, and your space-time crystal fragments for the week. And if you can, try to buy your space-time crystal fragments using return support points. And if you need help on how to do that, I got a guide on my channel. Point store. Now the only thing you want to spend your points on are spare special gifts, so that way you don't have to do training, black market, or see this island again. But if you need to level up your matrices or weapons, you could always buy matrix data packs or weapon batteries. And with your critical abyss points, you can always buy clusters. But besides that, I just recommend that you explore the map so that way you can get those really good rewards. Last night, I was finally able to complete the Confounding Abyss. So I have Mirroria and Vera, as well as the Twilight zone to complete. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think that I should start going for next. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If so, feel free to check out my Annabella DPS calculation guide. But other than that, talk with you guys later.